On May 19th, 2011, my little brother Elliot entered the world and changed my life for the better. About a month later, my dad and I were taking him to a pediatrician appointment, just a normal every month thing. We didn't think anything of it. And when they started taking his vitals, they said that his heart rate was way, way too fast. It was about 120 beats per minute faster than a normal infant. And so after that, the doctors all started rushing around, and his main doctor came in and held him upside down and put ice over his face to basically completely stop his heart rate. So it plummeted down. You could watch it on the screen. After that, he took an ambulance ride. Well, my dad unfortunately had to not go with him and drive me back home and then go to the hospital. After the ambulance ride, he spent weeks at the hospital. He had numerous surgeries. He had just different tests run, everything that you could imagine. And later that week, they found out that he had supraventricular tachycardia, which basically means your heart beats abnormally fast and at an abnormal pattern. Due to the heart complications and surgeries, and also needing tubes in his ears, he needed extra help developing and overcoming everyday activities that became obstacles for him. From this day forward, my views of the special needs world changed. We were introduced to speech therapists, food therapists, motor skills therapy, group therapy, Head Start, every single therapy you could think of. Being 12, I didn't know these people even existed. So Elliot, he wouldn't eat certain substances. He had no balance. He refused to talk, which he eventually was learning sign. And then when he got his tubes, he began talking more with the help of the speech therapist. The speech therapist would come once a week and would work on different vocab, would break down every word into little syllables so it's easier for him to understand. And during these sessions, I would just sit and I would watch fascinated. At group therapy, I met a ton of different kids. There's kids with Down syndrome, autism, ADHD, different neurological disorders. And this kind of was the root of my passion. I realized that I wanted to work with kids with special needs, that this job would later be my job. I started absorbing all the information I could. I created a club in high school called All of Us Club, which integrated mainstream students into the special needs classroom twice a week. I volunteered for different camps. I did a forum at Mizzou for a week. And now I am at Truman, obviously. I'm studying to be a speech therapist, speech pathologist. I do respite, which that is kind of creating a break, almost like babysitting for families with children with special needs, and they're approved basically a certain budget per year. So I do that. I work with an 8-year-old named Connor. He has a severe mutation on one of his genes, so that kind of just creates different motor skills that he needs help with. He's not as cognitively developed as he should be. And I also work with a girl named Annie. She has Angelman's. The experiences I had with my brother have led me to these paths, these different little jobs I do, and to future career paths. This taught me how to see the value in caring for others that are different than me. With that being said, my favorite quote is "Don't Limit Me" by Megan Baumgars. She is a young woman with Down syndrome. She has her own clothing line. She is on a TV show, and she's trying to recreate the face of beauty with her modeling. She came out with this video. It's a YouTube video for her peers, her mentors, her teachers, basically saying, "Do not limit me. I am capable of everything you are, but I may just need a little extra support and assistance." This is meaningful to me, and I try to use it every day when I'm working with kiddos with special needs, just to be more patient and to hold them to the same standards as any other kid their age, but maybe just help them a little bit more. Since my brother was diagnosed, it has molded me into a more patient person, a more caring person. I feel like I'm more loving, and I'm really thankful that everything happened the way it did. He's fine now, and and I'm going to introduce you to my art. These are all random people from the library, and they are holding my artifact, which is a picture of my little brother. All right, thank you guys so much.